What's up, Battle Squad? It's Tanisha here, and as you guys can see from the title of this video, it's basically going to be about dealing with losing a parent. First, before I get into the video, as you guys know, we are here at the Getaway Cabins, so make sure that y'all lock in and tune in to our other videos. We got a lot of content coming for you guys this weekend, and you know, we want you guys to see what we did while we were here. So let me go into the purpose of us coming here. The main purpose, the reason why I wanted to come here was because my mom's birthday was on the 28th. So I wanted to do something to get away, you know, basically to disconnect, to refresh, reset, and just enjoy, you know, nature, not being connected to our phones, just, you know, like I said, just being here and being in a different space. Just first of all, I'm nervous, y'all, so y'all please bear with me. I just want to say, you know, dealing with losing a parent, it's not easy. I feel like you just have to know how to push through and continue to live life. I'm gonna go through a backstory of, you know, my mom and her passing, and basically tell you guys what it's been like for me, just being with me and my dad and not having a mom anymore. So my mom passed in March of 2015. It's been about, let's see, it's 2021. So it's been about almost 7 years now, or no, 6 years, sorry. It was 6 years on the 27th of March. My mom had breast cancer. She was diagnosed with breast cancer my senior year of high school in 2003. So when I was in college, my first 2 years of college, basically she was going through chemotherapy, and you know, they basically was able to control the breast cancer, and then she lived for 10 years after that, breast cancer free. In the last year of 2014, she was diagnosed with another type of cancer, cancer that was in her lymph nodes. I don't know the exact name of the cancer, but you know, that is the cancer that basically, you know, took her life. So in that last year, dealing with a mom that had cancer, I'll just say this, it was hard. You know, when my mom, she had a lot of hair, like me, nice grade of hair. She started losing her hair, you know, she got sad, she was crying, you know, and I made sure that I was there for her, being supportive of her. My dad was the absolute best husband in the world. They were married for almost 39 years. So they spent majority of their life together, and I will say that he basically took care of her, you know, like a man is supposed to do. And I mean, my dad is a rare person. My dad was the cook, he cleaned, you know, he made sure whatever my mom needed, she had. She didn't have to want for anything. She didn't have to worry about doing nothing. He basically took care of her. And me and my mom, we were close. She was like one of my biggest supporters. I mean, ever since I came out of the womb, this woman had me in, you know, pageants, baton classes, cheerleading, like whatever she could put me in, she was there. And she knew how to raise some money. She was my biggest supporter. And you know, as I got older, as a child, you know, sometimes you're like, oh, my mom is doing too much. You know, she was at the game, she was the loudest cheering for me. It was just sometimes I'd be like, Mom, I'm just so embarrassed. And you know, I tell people looking back on it, you know, I'm grateful that she was one of those moms, because a lot of my friends, they didn't have active moms. My mom was like the teen mom, or my friends, she was like their mom. If they needed something, they would come to her, or you know, if their parent wasn't at the game, my mom made sure that they felt the love from her and my dad. And you know, I look back and I appreciate her being that active mom in my life, you know, because like I said, a lot of people aren't blessed to have a supportive, you know, parent, or a parent that's able to be off work to make sure they show up, you know, when it's needed. And my mom was always that mom. So, you know, the last year of her life, basically, before she passed, you know, I guess I really didn't think that she was gonna pass. I thought she was gonna overcome this too. And about a week before she passed, you know, they basically was like that her health was failing, and you know, I need to come home to see her. So, you know, I did go home, and then they said that they were gonna put her on hospice. And you know, usually that means hospice, there's nothing else that they can do for you. So, but we were thinking that we would have, you know, more time with her. And the night that they brought her home from hospice, she was there, and it was like she didn't remember anything. And it's, I guess I've talked about it so much, you know, it's kind of like, I'm not gonna say I don't get emotional about it, but just being in her last moments, she was crying out, you know, to God. Like, basically, I think she knew that she was gonna be leaving, and it was like, it was kind of hard for me to see her like that, because my mom was she was the type, she was always happy, she was always smiling regardless of what she was going through. People loved her at the cancer center. You know, even though she the one that had cancer, she was basically making sure everybody else was okay. So for her to see her in her final moments, basically, you know, crying like she was in pain, you know, she was, I feel like she was asking God to take her, and it was just me and my dad there. So, you know, she had a spell. It was probably about like 6 o'clock in the morning, or maybe like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't know. But it was just a lot going on, and my dad had called one of our good friends to come help him with her. So we were there, you know, she calmed down, we got her to calm down. So, you know, I think we probably dozed off maybe about an hour. And then around 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, my dad woke me up and basically told me that she was gone. My heart was crushed. I'm not gonna lie. Excuse me, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna get through this. My heart was crushed, y'all, because, you know, I wasn't expecting to lose my mom that soon. You know, we always think that we have more time with our loved ones, and, you know, we don't. So I basically, you know, I was sad, and, you know, I was just trying to comfort my dad. I have an older brother too. We're about 14 years apart. So he took it hard too. But my situation was, I was working a job, and, you know, they basically only give you like 3 bereavement days. I wanted to take the week off because I just felt like I couldn't do it, like being at work. But I went back to work, and I came back home for the funeral. But I made sure everything, hold on y'all, I gotta get the tissue. Okay. Alright, so I made sure everything, you know, was perfect. Like, I picked out my mom's dress, you know, whoever did her makeup, I can't even remember now, but we talked about the makeup, what she was gonna wear. You know, I was very active in assisting with planning how she looked. You know, then I came back home, we had the funeral, you know, and that was it. Life moves on. Everybody that say, you know, I'm here for you, you know, if you need anything. A lot of people say that. A lot of people really were there, because my mom was very loved by a lot of people. So, you know, but after a while, you know, the calls and texts stopped. You know, you just have to push on. So I'm pushing on, y'all. And you have to continue to live your life. It hurts, but your parent and your loved one, they wouldn't want you sitting around and moping. And, you know, I have a lot of people that have lost a parent, and they turn to drinking and drugs. And I just say that it's not going to help the pain. That's only a temporary, I feel like a temporary high. It doesn't really fill the void that they're no longer there. And it's really, everybody says, oh, you're so strong. You know, I don't know how you do it. Hell, I don't know how I do it either. But I just feel like she's not here anymore. She's no longer suffering. You know, and that's what helps me stay at peace. Me and my dad, we talk about this all the time. And my dad is basically, you know, he feels the same way. He feels like he did what he was supposed to do as a husband, you know, and by taking care of her, doing right by her, and you know, he's at peace with her moving on to the other side, because like I said, she was in so much pain. And I know we want people to be here forever, but they can't stay. We're not meant to be here forever. So, you know, I just look at death a lot different. I always used to be the one to be like, if my mama, you know, my mama or parent passed, I wouldn't know what I would do with myself. And we don't feel like we don't know what to do with ourselves. But at the end of the day, like I said, we are still here. We are still breathing. We have life inside of us. So life is for living. I live and I do everything every day in honor for my mom. Honestly, I want to see the world. I want to travel the world. And I feel like it will be because of her. And I feel like she will be there. That's something that my mom always wanted from me. She always bragged about her daughter, that she's in college. She travels. She do this. She do that. Like, that was my mom. And, you know, I'm just grateful that I had a mom that pushed me to be better than what I was. And, you know, I'm gonna keep living, keep pushing. And that's really it. I've read books. I have to maybe put the book in there, because now I can't remember the book that I had. Was really good. That was about a lady that had lost her mom to cancer too. And you know, I got that book and I read it, and it really like put some insight in my life to basically, you can't be angry. You know, we can't beat ourselves up either. You can't be angry at God for taking, you know, that person, because like I said, if they're sick, you know, they're no longer hurting in their body. And I feel like meditation helps a lot. Praying helps a lot. And sometimes it's okay to go talk to someone if you feel like you're struggling with dealing with that loss. But you can't take out your anger and your pain on your other loved ones that are with you. You know, you got to be strong. You have to figure out an outlet to help you deal with that loss. And I mean, I can't express that enough. Like, it has to be something that you have to find for yourself that will help you, because they're not coming back. And it's, you know, hard as it may seem, as sad as it may seem, like, it's nothing we're gonna do is gonna bring them back. So I just feel like it's easier to find a way to live and deal with it. And don't get me wrong, I hurt and I ache for my mother's touch and love every day. You know, sometimes I just want to pick up the phone, stuff that's happening in my life, and I'm excited. She always used to be the first person I would call with news, or if I had a decision I wanted to make, I would call her. And yeah, I'm old, but you know, we always call our mothers for stuff. So I miss her every day. And you know, I feel like she watches over me. It's stuff that I see, or I may ride by something, I see something that reminds me of her, and I feel like she is with me. And I know people, you know, they dream about their parents, or you know, people that have passed on. And I had maybe about 3 or 4 dreams I can really say that were vivid that I've had of my mom in the 6 years that she's been gone. But I have signs every day that I know she's there. So I don't fret. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of like anything else, because a lot of people requested this video. They really did. And I feel like it's something that needs to be talked about, because it's a lot of motherless children out there. It's a lot of fatherless children out there, and or people that we are close with, you know, grandmothers, you know, people that have lost loved ones. And I feel like some people just don't know how to deal with the loss, especially if they haven't lost anybody close to them before. So I just don't want to see people, you know, I don't want you guys to drink yourself or feel like drugs is gonna help or shut everybody out. I just feel like that's not fair to the people that are around you and want to love on you and show on you. Just because you don't know how to express it, then I feel like that's where the disconnect comes in, because people don't know how to express their feelings. When people don't know how to express themselves, I feel like they take it out on other people, and you know, I feel like that's not good. So take my advice, y'all. Just push through. It's one day at a time. It really is. You'll never get over the loss. I will say this has brought me and my dad closer together, and I think it's a reason for everything. Like, my dad and mom were so close. They did everything together. I believe if he went before her, she probably would have died of heartbreak. Like, that's how close they were. So, you know, I feel like me and him are closer. We talk about a lot more things. I'm more open with him about my life. You know, he's accepting, and I'm grateful for the relationship. And I'm big on family, so if I go home, I'm with my family. But that's just something, because you just never know when it'll be your last time with them. So I'm huge on family. But yeah, guys, I hope that this video has helped someone out there. And I feel like I'm leaving a lot of stuff out. So if you guys do want to do like another segment, or you guys have any questions about certain things, I don't mind answering them. I have people ask me all the time. I have friends that date people that have lost a parent. You know, they call me and ask me, you know, how do you deal with it? You know, because they want to help their partner or someone that they're talking to through it. And I don't mind talking to people. You know, I feel like we all should help each other, especially if we lost a parent. I feel like we can talk to one another and relate to one another more, give encouraging words, because even though they're gone, I feel like their spirit is still here. That's something I'm big on. I feel like your spirit never dies. Like, in the physical, we may not be here, but our spirit is still there. But yes, so I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, stay tuned for the content here at the Getaway House. I'll see you in the next video.